Hello guys and welcome to this new episode of Lessons. Today we are basically watching a wicked one, playing Archeo. If you guys don't know what Lessons is, it's this series where you guys can send in your own gameplays and I'll sit here and watch them over. I'll commentate on and try and talk about how you could improve, what you did right, what you did wrong, what you can like do better. And yeah, pretty much lessons are up again, they're open, so you guys can send in your lessons. There's gonna be a link somewhere down below to a video that like guides you on what I want from a lesson. There's a few requirements, so make sure you check out the requirements and make sure that these requirements are fulfilled, which it would be kind of sad if they aren't, because then I can't take in the lesson. It's stuff like don't put music, don't put voice comms and that stuff in, and you need to like have a certain actual like I don't want 4 ADP and that stuff. But getting into this lesson, you're playing Archeo support, and I can see that you're starting upgrade a sprint, which is not that bad for being a ranked game. You're gonna wall out there red. I think this red wall is okay. I think possibly you could have placed it up here, and it kind of shows if the jungler rotates over early, and you guys can play accordingly. So with this upgraded sprint, now you have the choice to get 5 potions. I also agree with your choice of potions. I think 3-2 is the perfect mismatch for you. It's like you're Archer, so you're kind of mana hungry, so getting the multi-pots and then getting the health pots as well. It works out, right? Because if let's say you're like playing a non-mana hungry guard, you'd probably just go like 5 health pots or something like that. But I think it's a good catch that you're gonna need a bit more mana than usual. So yeah, Archeo, I kind of wanted to see you start with your free. I definitely think the free is a stronger spell in pretty much any situation, just because it gives the CC and the survivability, and it's more damage in a sense that it's CC as well, so it sets up your ADC a lot better. So in lane right here, you guys are kind of boxing out. Looks like I think you should play up right here. I think you should look to use your free a bit on Hachiman. That's gonna ensure Ram can hit some basic attacks. It's okay though if you don't want to. This right here works out perfectly well for you as well. If I'm you right here, I'm popping a potion, I'm dashing through the wave. I think you wanna pop a potion first there, just to get the health gen going ASAP. Right now you should just kind of pop a potion, because there's not really a reason not to pop a potion. So you would have been a lot more healthy, and you're probably gonna get pink buff regardless, but I think you could have gotten it a lot sooner. So yeah, you should just don't be afraid to pop your potions, you know. You should have swap stance there and like used your free obviously. So right here you're in a lot of trouble, and actually if you would have popped your potion a lot before, you would have been a lot more fine. I think the pathing there was kind of questionable. But just pop your potion and you would have been a lot more healthy. Now you're staying here for the mid camps, and I don't think this is the play at all. You guys have a full wave and riot, your poor Tosca is fighting 2v1. I definitely don't think this is the way you guys want to go about this. I think you should have just went duo. There's no real reason to do the mid camp. You guys are literally losing XP. Definitely don't go for oracles here. This is bad. You guys are losing so much XP in duo. Minions gives way more XP right now. And it's way more important you guys farm that. You have a jungler that can farm the other buffs, so just make sure you guys go ahead and farm out your buffs rather than that. But yeah, I think if again this comes down to pop your potions earlier and just use your ability there to secure right the buff. You can look for free right here on Hachiman definitely, because he's level 1. Kind of want to watch out a bit though for Cerberus 1, and he misses it. So you're gonna go for the root. I think that's fine. I think you can dash in here. I don't really think there's a big risk at dashing in. You can possibly even look for a kill. You want to swap stance and use your 1. Yeah, that's a bit too late now. So I think in general you want to be a bit faster with like stance swapping and that stuff. It looks like you're pretty slow at it right now. But yeah, it looks like the build is looking good. The general game sense is looking okay. Oh, can't really miss that first one. It doesn't really matter though. You still get the poke off. Want to use your 1 here. Oop. Nice. And now you're just kind of chilling in the lane. You guys should definitely go for your own purple buff. You're not really gaining anything right now by playing this far up. It's not like you guys are gonna... You could invade that pink, I guess. If you push this wave really hard, you can go ahead and invade that pink, and that's the gain. But I think a big problem a lot of people have right now in duo is that duo generally is like the lane that gets the least farm the first 5 or 10 minutes. And it's not really making it better when the duo lanes only stand in lane and clears waves, right? You're only getting behind because every other lane, solo lane, mid lane, jungle, they're always going wave, jungle buff, and you aren't really doing that. So again, now you're gonna go for the jungle buff, but that jungle buff has been up for like 3 minutes now, and it hasn't been cleared. That's just inefficient farming. You wanna go for it a lot more. It's worth it taking your pink buff, or purple, or whatever you call it, if you lose 2 melees, I think. Having 2 melees, maybe even 3 melees, you can lose for it. But preferably, I would, if I was you, I'd dash towards the wave to try and catch some minions. You didn't need to though, because it wasn't that pushed. But yeah, the point being there is that you don't really want to lose out too much of the wave, but you can definitely go ahead and farm your buff. It's just going to be better. You get the XP and stuff, but you also just flat out get the buff. And purple buff is honestly a really strong buff. It's 10 flat 10, right? Like, and then 5% on top, right? It's honestly really strong. Nice use here. I would start using your free here instead of using. Also probably would have popped upgrade sprint. If you just instantly use your free there, you can get your free off on the Hachiman, which means you get rooted, like the lights thing, and then you can swap stance, stun him, get your one off. If you pop sprint in between that ram, it's just kind of free casting. And that could have possibly been a kill. You hear enemies missing in the middle here. If I'm you, I'm gonna press tab, and look if the cat has blink. You know she's level 5 as well. You can see that, so you kind of wanna gotta keep that in mind. So if there's I think there's a very high possibility the cat's gonna show up here, and your hunter just went in all by himself. Unfortunate heal right there. Sadly, he Aegis kind of poorly, and ends up with Cerberus being out. I think that's just unfortunate turn of events, if you get me. Honestly, I don't really think that's new. That's more likely on the Ram. I do think that Ram had the right idea by going for the kills, but you definitely wasn't in a position to really back him out. So just position yourself a bit more aggressively. If I'm you, I'm just pushing in this wave. Rama is not gonna catch this wave regardless. So yeah. And Archer, don't really max my ult. So you go ahead and max your ult. I don't think it's really worth it maxing your ult before you have your 1 and your 3 maxed out. It's only like what, 2% movement speed or something, whereas the damage is a lot higher. You know Red's ganking, you're trying to bait Server out a bit, you gotta just straight up stun him here. And I just think that was a very weird and poor gank in general, right? I think that was just rough to gank him. Sometimes if people suicide like that as a support player, you know Serp has ult right there. There's no reason to do that. And just ignore this guy. I would go MP5 boots in this scenario. You're gonna go ahead and go for reinforced. I don't think reinforced is the best choice, simply because reinforced do really well against like hard CC, and the longest CC they have on their team, right, is a Cerberus stun. That's 1.8 seconds. You don't have something like an Athena taunt, an Emir freeze, even like Savannah's CC chain, which it helps a lot with the CCR and when the DR when you combine. Their only real CC is like a Hachiman stun, a Cerberus stun, and a Saket taunt, right? So I disagree. I think Archer is a very mana hungry guard, so I actually would have liked to see you go MP5 boots. I also think you should be playing a lot more aggressively. I think you guys are way too chill. Right here you should have zoned the wave. There's nothing on the map for you guys to farm. You're not gonna lose anything by sitting there letting the minions kill each other. Oh, I would that sucks. I would have probably swapped stance and tried and get my 2 off in the other stance there to see if I could get the kill. This is really risky right now. You guys know you're behind. You guys know that they're behind in mid as well. So playing this far up without wards could have very easily led to the cat just kind of killing you with a Janus ult as well. I'm gonna say you should just straight up just lightsaber him here. You know he has no mana, right? So there's no real reason to not use your free. I think the problem right here is that you want to stun, right, off your engages, and what you really should be doing is you should be using your laser, and then after that you should just stun and use your abilities. That's unfortunate. So you barely don't get into the kills there. What you did there in Saket is what you should have done in Janus. You saw he had no mana, you're gonna get the stun guaranteed at the root, and then you can just follow up with the stun, and that means you can land your free as well. Try and basic attack cancel, AA cancel in between as well if you can. But yeah, I like MP5 boots a lot on Archer, just because of the mana sustain it brings. I know you're not really using a lot of mana, but I also think that comes down to that you're playing a bit more passively. I actually say that, and you kind of used a lot of mana. This is risky for one reason. You know that Janus is old, right? So even though you just see Janice on the other side of the map, it's just straight up risky. I don't think you should back here. Now that you see 3 people there, you might as well stay for this wave. Right now you're just falling even further behind and you're becoming more irrelevant, if that makes sense. You're not really like doing anything in this downtime. Like you could have just farmed that mid wave and you could have gotten a bit more tanky. You're definitely at a risk right now of dying. You saw how much damage Cerberus just did to you. Imagine if Janice and Saket are there as well. So you're gonna go in on Saket here. I just want you to see you should 2, you should 3. I think if I was you, I would have just swapped stance and straight up just use my 1 there. You're definitely not gonna get this kill, I think. So in my mind, there's no real point chasing here. Really good body blocks there. You have the right idea. You have your 2 up in 1. Maybe if you get your 2 off. Didn't come off. It's unfortunate. And you can see now what I'm talking about, right? By running out of mana. Your team's a real dicks, aren't they? You can see now like the problem you have, right? Like now you're at 100 mana and you don't really have any mana sustain besides Guardian's Blessing, so it's a bit rough right now. Enemy missing middle. We're chilling here in lane. You're going sovereignty. Let's talk a bit about that. In general, I've kind of liked your ward placements this game. I think it was kind of necessary to place 2 wards here, kind of at the same time, you know. But like, just wait for the ward to run out. Honestly, again, your ward placements are fine. You have some good spots, some unorthodox, some weird spots, which is really good for normal wards because they don't really get sentries then. So that's really good. Oh, see if we can. I would just like not take this fight if I was you. Like, you guys are behind. They're level 8 and 9. You guys are both level 7. You're literally in a position there where Cerberus can just ult you into the tower. They have a Janice ult. You guys are playing way too far up. Even though they're on the other side of the map, you're just playing way too far up right here. I don't think this is a fight you can take or you should take. I think I like soft. Usually have the base rule that if there's more kills in the game then there's minutes. You usually don't want to go for Phoebes, right? So right now there's 12 kills but only 10 minutes, so you don't really want to go Phoebes. Of course that rule is very game specific, but it's a pretty good like front rule. So this right here is what I was worried about, right? That you guys are just gonna get pushed into the tower and just kind of die. I don't know why Hachiman didn't ult you there. Hachiman just should have ulted you and killed you, but your Rama is just gonna die now. Or you actually might even get a kill here. Is he Marvels? No, he's not Marvels. And the sprint honestly comes out way too late. If you want to sprint there, use it aggressively at least. That right there turned out a lot better than it should have, because you guys should have gotten stunned on the tower. So you see Radis ganking, so I kind of like this bait you're doing. Looks like he's gonna get the kill. That's nice. Now you want to watch out, right? Because Janice is still a factor, so you're not gonna get this kill. So don't get why. Yeah, there we go. Here comes Janice. You stun him, which is okay. Oh, that was a really good too. You're gonna die for that, but that's definitely worth it because you saved your rat. So that's nice. I don't think you should be playing that far up in there with Janice, right? I even called it. There's no real reason for it. If I'm you, I'm getting a sentry ward and a normal ward here as well, by the way. But yeah, Zowie is good, as I said, because there's more kills in minutes, and I think you're gonna have a rough time stacking soft Phoebes in this game, as far as it looks. I would not go Chalice of Ward of Chalice. I don't think Ward Chalice is that good in general right now. Just because that I think Health Chalice is really good and you want to be able to buy like D wards as well. So sure, you could go Ward Chalice and just buy D wards, but you're not really getting the value extremely well. Especially not if you buy it 10 minutes into the game. You need all the gold you have right now. You need to spend it into defense just because you're behind. So you need to do that to stay relevant. So I think it's okay the way you're going about it right now. Not buying that, just getting normal wards, getting D wards and that stuff really is gonna work out better for you in the long run. So we're just chilling. We're chilling. You're gonna rotate to mid here. Oh, I would just use my free again. Just use your free instantly, right? Nice. I honestly respect you taking the kill there. This is kind of risky. You should swap stance, look for a heal, upgrade your 1 here as well. You gotta be able to multitask and upgrade your ability. I think this is a bit of a risky dash in. You gotta use your laser. So it seems that you're really like slow at the swapping around in your stances. Just try and go into like a jungle practice something and just like, you can literally press 4 on 1 and the ability is gonna go off like ASAP. rather than you press 4 and then wait and then press 1. Also try and get good at like AA casting for in basic attacks and stuff like that. It's like a big point where you could improve, honestly. So stuff like that. It's like mechanics wise, I think you could you have quite a bit to improve on. Definitely go sovereignty here, right? No real reason to go for that. I think I could probably go like hardware is okay. They have pretty significant damage on the enemy team, magical damage, so I definitely think that's okay. Personally, I might have even opted for nah. I was gonna say Spirit Robe, but I think hardware is fine because their magical damage is like probably the most relevant right now. So yeah. Don't listen to your Discord here. You're doing the completely right thing right now. You're just holding the lane. This is a bit risky. I probably even would have liked to see you use your 2 there in the other stance in druid form, just to make sure Zaket couldn't go on you. But that's in general just how you want to play this game. You want to play around Zaket and you want to try and find Zaket and just use your 2. Oh, get this done. Oh, you should, yeah. That's again just a bit too late. If you get that reaction time up a bit, you're gonna have at least his beats there for free, you know. So just try and up your reaction time. Honestly, it's one of the easier things to do, definitely mechanics. So just go ahead and try it out. I'm gonna go here. I think it's okay that you use your 2 there and serve. There's no real reason to fight him here though. If I'm you now, I'm gonna go back to do. I'm gonna take that wave. You can kinda do ping on the wave if you want to. Okay. This seems okay. That's a dead touch, man. Again, this is the choice that you want to do. This right here is the right combo where you come in and use your 2 in druid form, and then you use your 3, like the lightsaber, rather than just dashing at them and using the 2 in bear form. So like definitely an improvement on that.
An enemy has been taken.
Do you want to go pestilence? Probably not. I think hard ward is just straight up better. Also the MP5 is gonna do really well for you. I'm kind of curious how a talisman of energy is gonna do eventually. Well, the team's literally just raging. It's kind of atrocious. Again, I don't think there's any reason for you guys to be up here right now. Like, what are you gaining by doing this? That's the question you want to ask yourself. Like, what are you gaining by fighting here? Nothing really, right? You're gaining a bit of poke, but it looks like you're even losing the poke trade. So it's not the best thing in the world right now. You're kind of unhealthy and relatively like out of mana here. So I would pretty good root. I wouldn't take this fight honestly. Actually, Janus is out of mana. You can definitely fight if you want to. That's Janus beats. Now you know Janus is no mana. Ooh, this could be very risky. Yeah, he's gonna fall out. My fear is that the catch shows up and you just kind of die. You should too. Nice, beautiful. I would have used my mana on my 3 there rather than 1, just to make sure we get the slow off and get everything off. Oh, poor Discord, I barely missed that. But yeah, try and see if you can hit level 12 here before you're back. Oh, the blink rat. Nice. Again, I would have swapped stance and used my 3 there, or just anything else that like slows and stops. I think you want to just use your 3 in druid stance a lot more. In general, you have a tendency to not do that a lot. To not do that a lot. You gotta stay for level 12 there, man. That's such a huge mistake. Now your team is not gonna have your level 12 relic. You literally could have delayed your back by 0.1 second and you're level 12. That's gonna kind of fuck you over, I think. Imagine if you had a shell now for this next gold 3 fight that's most likely coming up. You would have been so strong right now, and Cerberus has level 12 already, so I kind of think that screws you up a bit. That you definitely just need to be more patient there. Get a good D-ward here. Oh, that needs to be a D-ward. There's no reason to normal ward that. There's no way they're not gonna have a, like at least a D-ward there. If I'm on the enemy team, you want to make sure you have D-walls on the mid camps. It usually doesn't really work out this late into the game, or like this in the mid game now, where when you do like that. Good stun. Nice. That was an AA cancel. I think it's still a bit too slow. There you go. Like that transformation right there into a bear. That was like a really good, fast pace. You know, if you can do that on all your abilities, that's really good. Use your 3. I would like to see you just use your 3 here, dash out. Okay, you are tanking. Oh damn, that sucks. Maybe sprint. Nah, you don't really need it. Ooh. I'm scared for you, man. Alright, so that Janice is honestly just kinda meh. But good fight there. Good like hold. I was kinda panicking saying you had to dash out, but realizing your one came up, I didn't even realize that, and just using that, staying calm there was one thing you really had going for you. It looks like you're a pretty calm player, so honestly like you're ice cold, you know? You have the balls. The big freezing balls. But it's not cocky balls. It's very well thought out balls. Okay, I'm just gonna talking about balls now. In left, push in the mid wave here. Actually no, you kind of wanna chill. If you gotta back, man. This is just really. You just wasted like 1 minute of the in-game time now, where you're gonna not really be doing anything. You're not pressuring. That's what fucking matters in Smite, is pressure. You wanna be, you're right here, you're saying I'm looking at the team, what should I buy? I think Spirit Rope is definitely the way to go. You're getting like olded and you want that. Magi's Blessing possibly could have been good here as well, honestly. But I think either is gonna work out for you. I kind of would like to see you get Magi's, because the only way they proc that right is with like Haji's done. That's kind of hard. With the Kukulin ult, if he's not transformed, that's kind of hard. And like the easiest way for them to remove it is by Serb hitting his stun, or Suket hitting her too. And Suket, if Suket's that close to you, she should just kind of die. So I think Magi's would have been really good, because your main form of CC you're gonna get hit by is Cerberus ult, and if you can Magi's that, that's gonna be super effective for you. Again, just use your free and laser form here, you know? You end up getting the portal regardless here, and I don't know why your ADC is not following up. But just use your free there, and you're gonna be in a way better spot, right? Because if you use your free and he's gonna get rooted, you're gonna catch up to him regardless. So there's no real reason to not do that there. Looking for the speed buff here. I would start it up. You gotta drag it out. That's good. One thing you can do is you can just like free and then cancel the dash, if that makes sense. Like right here. You probably should have made that. It's just a nice back camp. It's always good to get back camps like that. But nice. Good use of W2. You get the beads. Oh, and you're fine. You didn't get pulled into the tower. That's very nice of him. Oh, that's he's going deep. Damn. I think you should run here and like get the mid tower or something. I don't really think there's a reason for you to like either in a scenario like that. Usually like either what is gonna happen is he's just gonna get out by himself, or you're both gonna die. Because if he's dead, you're most likely gonna die as well, right? By trying to help him out. Oh, again, use your free. There we go. Perfect. Alright, you can go gold now. 2 of them are down. If I'm you, I'm gonna go attack the gold fury here. You see Logi's coming as well. You can definitely go gold. Oh! Stun, stun, stun. Damn, too slow down directions. Use your 1. If I'm you, I would use my 3 there. You guys, I think take the good call right now. Oh! Oh, you gotta dash out, dude. Don't think you need to sprint. I think the better call there is to go Portal Demon and then go gold, because then you can just like Portal Demon back and go to gold. You're overstaying here. You gotta just use your wards a lot before. Now they're gonna see, oh yeah, Archer's really lower gold, by the way. She's backing on gold, and they're like, we could probably go gold, boys. Spirit Rope. Yep. Looks okay. Get a Century Ward, you can definitely wait for that. It's not like you're gonna defend gold in time anyway, if they're on it. I'm not saying they are on it, but if they were on it, I'll rip the pillar. I wish that into the pillar as well, don't worry. But yeah, looks like the Hachiman is gonna get found. So you actually kind of turn this game around now by the Logi and Red. Seems they're absolutely fracking. I think you've been playing pretty well. You've been catching people out a lot. You've been getting beats. If one thing you could do is you could start trying to get good at taking timers. I do think one thing you want to do right now is just to try and get a bit better mechanics, and then you can like improve on that. Really good reset there again. It's the ice cold balls again. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna stop. Okay. You got, yeah. See, it seems like you have high ping, or you're just like really low reaction time. You're like using the stun there literally like 0.5 seconds after he's went through, so good reaction there though. You know how to cancel your free, obviously. That was what I requested before. You can kind of use your free on buffs and just instantly cancel it for the damage, for the secure. You could have done that at level 1 as well. But it's looking pretty good at Wicked 1. Wicked. A wicket. I know it's a wicket. I don't know why I keep saying a wicket. A wicket. So we're just chilling here, having a good time, you know. Looks like Serb is going deep. Oh, that's way better using a 3. I think you should go PK here. That's a pretty good call. If I'm you, I'm using my 2. Nice. Follow up with a stun. Alright. Oh, ooh, Janice is a free kill here. Gerard, use your 1. Beautiful. Use your 3. 1, 2, 3. Bam, he's dead. Nice. And honestly, if you should 2 here if you can get a good stun off. Ah, nice, good stun. Damn. And you guys can honestly get real fire giant here. I think you guys can get real fire. Yeah, I think he's right. I think you should just go FG. You can do both. The big FG. So you get fire here, and now you want to look at your own items. You're like, what am I gonna do here that's gonna help out my team the most? Because I don't really think you're dying, if that makes sense. So one thing you could do here, because you're about to Phoenix here, is just you can tell your Guardian's Blessing and get Emperor's Armor. Another thing you could do is you could probably get like upgrade a relic and get relic dagger. You're looking again at the enemies. Start thinking about your backs. Like when you walk out of base, you should think about what you want to buy, you know. So you're spending so much time in base right now. You're gonna go Pestilence. I don't think this is the right choice. I don't think Janus has been that scary to you. He's not really focusing you. Serb is not really that scary. He's kind of high level, but he doesn't have any damage. He's not like an actual. He's not like a what's it called? A bruiser, right? So I think if like right now, right, you would have been at Ratatoska if you knew what to buy. You would have been at the Rat right there and you could have saved them. You're taking way too long in base. Alright. Serb, so quit. And now you're popping sprint here. I think this is kinda unnecessary. You guys are in a 4v5 scenario. That was super weird. There's no real reason to do that. You can tank the tower here, maybe though we can get a nice ult, honestly. Oh. Ram's doing that. Just be aware of your surroundings right now. You see Ram is at red. There's no reason for you at all to be there. You just want to get out. Looks like Rama is going ham. Nice. Use your 3, use your 1. You can kind of play semi up here. Damn, this Logi's fragging. You guys should be able to get a few return kills here. I would like to see you in general just stay a bit more in your druid form. Just by like passively. I think it's the better one to stay in. And you guys are gonna get the kill on Serb as well. That's nice. This should honestly be a Phoenix and maybe even the game. Can you guys end? Probably not. You can probably get left Phoenix as well and then back and push out right. Ooh, again, if you're in druid form there, you can probably react with your 2 and that means you catch dice. Perfect use of your 2. You gotta stay close. Nice. You stay close to your backline there. That's fine. Look. Hello. We're back. So yeah, that's good. I think you can honestly end the game here. Well, that was a fucking... That game turned around really fast, didn't it? I think it's good what you're doing there. You just make sure this guy is irrelevant. You get the kill. Damn, that's game. That's it. Alright, a wicked one. So, be better at buying items. Secure buffs. Be better at just backing. Don't be so greedy with your backs. And then that one time where you didn't back, you need a back. But in general, it seems that you have a pretty good understanding of what you want to do. Then it's the question about, can you translate your thought into actual doing? And you need to improve a bit on your mechanics. Because it seems that your mind is a bit faster than your hands are, if that makes sense. What you want to do is not really working out for you. Because you don't have the mechanics yet. Of course, mechanics is the easiest thing to improve. So it's really good for you that bam bam is good, working good, you know. So I think it looked good. You got a lot of damage. Nice wards, really good warding. When I don't mention stuff, it's usually because it's just perfect, you know. Because I have a tendency to just mention everything. I would just like to see you got like Magi's there. Or probably maybe even Emperor's Armor, and you could have finished off with like Double Blade, which is like you go Relic Dagger, then sell your boot, and go Wing Blade, and you have 20% movement speed regardless, right? It works out really well when you're sprint and shell as well. But that's pretty much going to be it for this lesson. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this lesson. You guys can send in your own gameplays. We're opening up now. Contact EmilZy@gmail.com. There's a video where I describe all the requirements there is for the video, and you guys just it's requirements, but it's not like hard to do, you know. It's just things you have to remember before you record your gameplay. So that's it. I hope you guys are gonna send in more lessons. A wicked one, very well played. I think it looked really good. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and press the bell. And until next time, peace out.